Hey guys, what's up? MustardSpork here again. I know this may come as a surprise to you, having only ever seen me once every month, and now I've done a video not only within 1 week, but hopefully in a daily succession of my previous video, if that makes any sense at all. I'm looking at myself in the view replayer back thing, and I don't like the way my hair looks, so sorry about that. Suffice to say, I had a hat on. Anyway, so while the sun's up, I thought it would be a good idea to talk about spooning. I'm actually going to talk to you about the acupuncture technique called spooning, and I saw it once when I was with my friend in the acupuncture shop, or whatever you want to call it. So step one of the spooning procedure is you have your patient or experimental lab rat or whatever lying on their face, meaning so their back is facing you, and obviously they're not wearing anything on their back so that you can pin needles and stuff in them. First off, you lather them up in some strange Far Eastern massage oil thing. Then you take a regular ceramic spoon. I don't have one at the moment. I hope you guys know what it looks like, but for today's example, I'm just going to be using a spork for reasons that just... Once the body is lathered up and you have your spork or spooning utensil, you take it, and I'm just going to try and work with the mirror angle here, and you take it and you just spoon, or just scrape, I guess, scrape all the stress and scrape all the knots out of the person's back like so. And then you work down their back in such a way that it looks like this. I'll draw it out for you very quickly. You draw it, you have 6 roads or pathways, I guess you could call it, of the back that you spoon down. And so here it is. The middle line is the spine, and when you're doing this, you never make contact with any bone. You just do it along the muscle line, and so you just go 1, 2, and so forth. So, like a tube of toothpaste, you start with the condensed part of the stress or the toothpaste at the start, and then you just spoon it all the way back down to the end where it is released or compressed or something, and that's that. Anyway, the end result of this about 20-minute procedure is that you end up feeling very much less stressed, and all your muscles are, I guess you could say, deflated or pushed out of all the negative energy. And yeah, I guess it could work like that if you think about it like this. And yeah, my friend was like, oh man, my back feels so great now, it's really cool. And I have nothing against the traditional medicines, and if that works for you, that's cool. But what I'm here to tell you about today is how incredibly violent it looked. So anyway, Mr. Acupuncture Dr. Man took his spoon and he just like started scraping down my friend's back. I was like, oh my god, this is insane. And the other person was just like, oh man, no, it's normal, it feels really good. Actually, he was like, oh, I feel a bit of pain. I'm like, yeah, it looks like you're feeling a lot of pain right now. And what was happening was, if any of you guys know, basically physics and the body or whatever, if you just keep pressing down on a certain area of your skin, the blood's gonna go there or something like that, and it ends up getting darker, a bit like a hickey. Not that I would know. And so, by the end of this whole scraping procedure, I mean, my friend was feeling great, but his back was like completely red, and it looked like he was about to burst with like blood or stress or whatever. So it was just a really confronting experience for me. And but his shirt was completely, when he put the shirt back on, his back was like completely dry, nothing like soaked or leaked back as you would think if they were actually bleeding. And when he just sat back down in the car, he was like, oh yeah, my back's all good. And I was like, yeah, is your back alright, And so he was cool with that. Alright guys, so that's my little spiel on spooning. And if you guys know what I'm talking about, if you've seen it, had it done to you before, leave a comment and say, hey, this isn't actually such a big deal, you're just freaking out. Or tell me that, oh yeah, it was pretty confronting when it happened. Or leave me like another story about some other traditional medicine experience that you've had. I'm sure there must be a lot. Otherwise, I hope that you enjoyed this video of an unknown length because I haven't edited yet. I've been MustardSpork, and I'm sorry, I promise to make videos very soon.